guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. My name is Sarah. I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 kids, and today we are going to talk about planning. When we first started homeschooling about 8 years ago now, when my oldest was in kindergarten, I really wanted a new fancy homeschool planner. I'm a planner person. I love lists, organization, color-coded, everything. You guys know that about me. So honestly, I was kind of sad because I didn't need a homeschool planner. With our younger kids then, our homeschool was pretty simple, and the curriculum I was using had a really easy schedule I could just open up and follow each day. So a big fancy planner just wasn't necessary. But I just needed to be patient. As my kids got older and we started using different curriculums, I began to realize that there were some things I could do to streamline my planning and organization in our homeschool. So the need for a homeschool planner did arise. Well, maybe need isn't the right word, because I know plenty of amazing homeschool moms who manage just fine without a planner. But I'll tell you this, finding a great one has made a huge difference for our family. It's not just about having a schedule, it's about simplifying our days, staying organized, and having a super easy way to keep track of all our homeschool things. I'm so excited to be partnering with Homeschool Planet for today's video because this online homeschool planner has been a total game changer for me. I absolutely love this company and the people that work for Homeschool Planet and have created this product. It's clear that they care about the homeschool community and understand what we need. I show my planner often in my homeschooling videos and I get asked about it a lot. So if you aren't familiar with Homeschool Planet, I hope this video will help you to see why it's such a valuable tool for homeschool families. And if you are familiar with Homeschool Planet, but maybe haven't given it a try yet, they've got a brand new feature out that I'm gonna show you that I think makes this planner even better and more convenient and accessible. So let me first share what changed in our homeschool to get me to the point that I started using Homeschool Planet. Every family is different, but maybe you'll be able to relate to something I share that will help you decide if this might be the right time or a good fit for you. I already mentioned one reason, the fact that we began branching out and using multiple different curriculums. And my kids are in different grades and working in different levels in many things. So as they've gotten older, it's gotten to be more to juggle. From kindergarten to 2nd grade, we used My Father's World, and they've got a great teacher guide with everything already planned out for you. So a planner was pointless for me then. From 3rd grade through 5th grade, this is for my oldest son. My girls are 2 years younger than him. But from 3rd to 5th, we used BJU Press, which has their own planning software built in called the Homeschool Hub. So again, I didn't really need a separate planner or anything. But for the past 2 years, for 6th and 7th grade, we've used a variety of curriculums, some of them online and some of them taught directly by me. And I started to need to actually plan out what we'd be doing each week for each of my kids. And not only did I need to plan it out, but I needed a convenient way to relay their assignments to them each day, to let them know what they needed to be working on and what I wanted them to do each day. Yes, I could sit down each week and hand write this out for them, each in their own sheet or notebook, but honestly, that can get pretty time consuming. If I had the time, no problem, but if I can save time by using an online homeschool planner and get some of that time back rather than spending it writing out our homeschool plan, that was a no-brainer to me. With Homeschool Planet, I can easily create repeating or subsequent assignments, or even use their lesson plan marketplace to purchase complete curriculum lesson plans that auto-populate in the planner. So I can literally have an entire curriculum planned out with a few clicks of a button. And it feels like I have to rearrange or make changes to our plans weekly, if not daily. And I love the ease with which I can do this with an online planner. Second, my kids do some of their lessons independently, and some of them we do together. And by independently, I guess I really mean individually. I do often have to step in and help them when they need help, but these are things like reading or watching lessons on their own and then doing an assignment. But my oldest son is a super early riser and will often be up before me working on his schoolwork. So I really wanted a planner that he, and really each of my kids, could log into and easily see their plan for the day and then check it off when they were done. If an assignment includes an online resource, I can link directly to it in their planner, so they're just one click away from what they need to do. We've had to use that feature a lot this year for my son's literature curriculum, and it's been super handy. The third reason that I began to see Homeschool Planet as a very valuable tool is the tracking features it offers. I homeschool in Missouri, and I have to keep track of our hours of instruction. Homeschool Planet does this so easily for me. I hardly even have to think about it anymore. When I set up all of my classes, I was able to set up hours tracking, and the program automatically calculates and accumulates hours each day. If we spend a lot more time on a particular lesson, I can easily go in and change the hours manually. And finally, in addition to tracking hours, every year we get closer and closer to high school and the need to keep track of grades and credit hours and build a transcript. Homeschool Planet has all of this built in, so the fact that I can keep track of pretty much everything I need to for my homeschool in one place is super convenient, and I feel a lot less stress about what's to come with the high school years knowing that. Not only do I have this great program to use, but if I need help in any way, there's a great team of people behind it willing to answer questions and hold my hand through it if needed. So these are the main reasons why I tried Homeschool Planet and also have stuck with it for the past 2 years, and will continue using it for the duration of our homeschooling years. It's just a part of our routine now, has streamlined everything for me, and I can't imagine homeschooling without it. Now, I will say there was always one disadvantage to me about Homeschool Planet, and that was the fact that I was pretty much tied to my computer whenever I needed to use it or wanted to use it. Typically, the only time I would use it would be at home, but it could still get slightly inconvenient because during the day, I like to have it open to stay on top of what we've completed and what we still need to do. Or if I'm working with my kids, I like to be able to check things off as we go. Well, in order to do that, I had to have my laptop with me or go back and forth between my computer and working with my kids. Or sometimes I'd be getting ready for bed and remembered that I forgot to add in an activity to count towards our homeschool hours, or forgot to rearrange something. And you know how that kind of stuff just nags at you until you get it done. If you're like me, it just nags at you. So those are just a couple of examples of how I wished it was a little bit more convenient at times like those. Well, Homeschool Planet has solved this exact problem and become even more convenient with their brand new mobile app. This app is brand new and free to download in both the App Store and Google Play. I absolutely love that they worked on putting this together. It just goes to show that they are really thinking about what us homeschooling parents want and need. So now I'm no longer tied to my computer whenever I need to check something off, mark off assignments, or make quick updates. No more making mental notes to just fix it later. I can just grab my phone and handle it in seconds. Now, the app is designed specifically for daily tasks and on-the-go type management, so you can manage lessons, add classes or tasks, things like that, all from your phone or tablet. I do want to note that you'll still want to use your computer for some of the more detailed planning features like setting up your lesson plans or customizing reports, but for managing your daily homeschool flow, the app makes everything quick and convenient, and it syncs seamlessly across all of my devices. So when I make a change here, it shows up immediately on my computer or my kids' computers as well. Just the other night, I was tucking my son in for bed, my youngest one. That's when this stuff usually, hits my brain. So I usually sit with him for a little bit while he falls asleep, and my mind was running over what we did that day, and I realized that we had just started our co-op classes for the semester, and I forgot to add those classes to our planner for the day. Normally that would have been one of those mental notes to add those later, that I probably would have forgotten about until a couple of days from then. But it was so nice to be able to just pull up the Homeschool Planet app and add them right then and there and not have to think about it anymore. Now that I told you how much I love the new Homeschool Planet app, I thought it would be helpful to actually show you how it works. So I'm going to give you a quick tour on my phone and walk you through some of the features that make it super convenient for managing our homeschool on the go. Okay, so here is the main dashboard where you can see all of your daily tasks at a glance. I love how clean and simple it is, just what I need for the day and no clutter. So this is showing all of my tasks for one day for all of my kids. And how I have this set up is I have each subject color-coded, and the things that have a solid background, those are not classes, those are just extra tasks that I put on here for my kids to check off during the day. So we have all of our homeschool assignments and then things like quiet time and chores, and there are these little check boxes next to each of these that I or my kids can mark off when completed. So down here at the bottom, just to show you some of the functionality, I can change the view if I want to. I like seeing all of my kids on the screen, but if I just want to see Luke's tasks, for example, I can toggle those on and off. So that would just show me tasks for my son. And then at the top, I can easily move between days by using these arrows. All right, so I can move forward or backwards, or I can tap on the date in the middle and I can select my date from there. And then these three lines at the top are going to give you some other options. Your calendar, that's the screen that we're on right now. My family, this one will allow you to make basic changes to your family information if you want to. Let's see, if we go back here, lesson plans, this is going to show you any lesson plans you purchased from the lesson plan marketplace, and you can even apply the lesson plans to your planner from here. I'm not going to do that right now. Grading helper, this will allow you to add in grades if you choose to keep grades for any class. Let's see, I need to add in a grade for Emma's assignment here. So if I click on that, I can either choose a letter grade or a percentage, or if I wanted to assign points to that. So we will set that grade and then just hit OK. Nice and easy. And then let's see, we've got rescheduling helper. This will allow you to easily reschedule any overdue assignments or other assignments that you need to move. And I'm not going to do anything with that right this second. But then we've got school years. This will allow you to change the year that you have set for your homeschool. I'm not gonna mess with that right now either. Okay, let's go back to the calendar. All right, and let me show all of my kids back on here. Okay, checking off assignments. This is the feature that I use the most, and this is because I always have my phone with me. So if I'm sitting with my kids and we finish a history lesson, I can just scroll down and check off that lesson. And then let's say it only took us 30 minutes to complete the lesson. So I'm gonna click on this little clock right here. I have it set to log an hour for that lesson, but I'll click on the clock button and change the time on here to, let's see, so half an hour. So 0.50, because this is what will track our homeschool hours for our year. And then I would just hit record time. But since I'm just showing you guys, I'm gonna cancel that for now. But very easy to just really go in and set those hours or track any of the assignments that you have done. Now, if I need to print a report of our homeschool hours, I have to do that from my computer, but I can track everything here that I need to. Okay, and then this is the other really helpful feature. If I need to add an assignment on the fly, like when I remember late at night that we did an extra science activity, I can just tap at the bottom, add task, fill in the details, and then it's updated. So let me show you guys what this looks like. So I clicked add, and then I'm going to add a class. And let's go ahead and add in my daughter's art class that she's taking. So I have my subjects, I already set these up before. So I'm gonna select that it's an art class. Let's type in co-op art class for now. I'm sure it has a better name than that, but that's just what we're gonna call it. And then I can select the kids. So both of my girls actually take this, so I'm gonna select both of them. So that's handy. I only have to do this once and it will set this class for both of them. This is going to happen selected days of the week. So I'm gonna go in and this is gonna be a Thursday deal. Starting, let's see, when are we starting this? Okay, so we'll add this for the 13th. And then it's gonna go until the end of our school year. It's probably gonna end earlier than this, but I'm just gonna set it to end on the 26th. And then I'm going to put in the specific time because I do want it to log those hours for me. So we have that, they have art from 1 o'clock. Let's see, drama goes from 12 to 1 and that goes from 1 to 2. Okay, so I've got those hours in there, so it's automatically going to track those homeschool hours for me. And then that should be it. So then I'll go up to the top and I'll hit save. Okay, and then just to show you guys, if I go now over to Thursday, and if I scroll down to the bottom, I've got that art class on there. I think I had already added that on there before, maybe, as I was playing around with this, so I'm gonna have to go in and delete one of those, but it did add that on the bottom. So that was super easy, and it's the same if I want to add something else like my son's volleyball practice, because I can count that for PE hours. So I do the same thing. I click add. This time I'm going to click everything else, and let's type in volleyball practice. This is going to be for PE. This will just be Luke. And for the date, this is going to be, we're gonna do selected days again because he has his practices on Thursday. I don't remember when volleyball goes to, let's just say it goes till this time. Specific time, we have a late volleyball practice. Our Thursdays are really long, so we go 8 to 9 p.m. And then I'm going to save that as well. So you can see it shows up at the very bottom of my screen right there. And if I needed to make edits to anything, I could click into it and go ahead and edit it from there, okay? And let's see, for this art class, let's just say I need to delete one of those. And so when I was playing around with this, I forgot I even had added that on there, but it's set up as recurring, so it's gonna show up every week. And if I wanna delete it, I could just delete it for this week, every week going forward, or so on. So I'm just gonna delete all of those. So I just have one of them on my calendar. So there you go, simple, done. Once I add those classes in here, you know, it shows up on all of the days or just any day I want it to, and I don't really have to think about it again. So you can see the Homeschool Planet app is super easy to use and really makes managing our homeschool a lot more flexible. I love how I can handle all the little daily tasks without being tied to my computer. It's honestly one of those things that I didn't realize I needed until I had it, and now I can't imagine homeschooling without it. Having everything right on my phone has made our homeschool routine so much smoother and more manageable. If you are looking for a way to simplify your homeschool planning, I highly recommend checking out Homeschool Planet. They offer a free 30-day trial with no credit card required, so you can test out all of the features, including the new mobile app, and see how it works for your family. I will drop a link in the description below, so go check it out and let me know what you think. And I almost forgot, this month on my blog, blessedhomeschool.com, you can enter for a chance to win an entire year of Homeschool Planet for free. Don't miss it. It's so easy to enter. I will leave the link to do that in the description below as well. If you're already using Homeschool Planet, I would love to hear what your favorite feature is, or if you've been thinking about trying it, drop your questions in the comments and I'd be happy to share more or answer any questions. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.